I bought lures with some of the most ridiculous fishing claims I've ever seen. One says it makes electronic fish sounds underwater. Another claims fish will hold on 45% longer. And this one is supposed to outfish traditional baits with no scent at all. Are they revolutionary, or are we just getting scammed? Today, we're gonna find out. First up, we have the Bass Mafia Fugitive flat-sided crankbait. This crankbait claims to have an erratic, unpredictable action that outfishes any crankbait on the market. Then we have the Livingston EBS lipless crankbait, which is not just a lure, it is also a speaker. Next we have the Logan Clickbait, and it is their take on a vibrating jig with a twist. Next is the NetBait Bait Fuel Hex Crawl, and it is wild. Not only does it have a crazy action, but it is loaded with bait fish infused straight into the body. Next up, Berkeley Max scent, and this has a huge rep in the fishing world. Last but not least is the Bait Fuel Hard Bait Stick. So we have a bunch of different claims on all of our lures, and today we're gonna find out if they actually mean business or if they are just a marketing pitch to sell more fishing lures. So let's rig these baits up and let's go catch some fish. All right, so first up, we have the Bass Mafia Fugitive crankbait, and it claims to have the wildest hunting action on the market. It's designed to trigger reaction strikes, not just bites. It's silent but deadly. It's precision weighted for perfect buoyancy, and it is built like a tank. But we're gonna put this thing to the test to find out if it is as good as they say. Honestly, all these lures, I like to look at it as they have a big talk, but can they back it up? And that is what we're here to find out today. Can these lures back up these ridiculous claims that they catch more fish, or they are the best of the best? So enough talking with the packaging and the marketing. Let's put them in the water and let's put them to the test. That's the only way we're gonna find out if these lures are actually any good. I mean, you gotta think, there is a lot of crankbaits on the market. So claiming that you have one of the wildest and best ones is a big claim. So we're gonna fish with it today and see if it can draw us in some bites. We've been having a little bit of rain. I'm actually trying to beat the rain here. It's supposed to storm the next few days. So decided to come out and see if the fish are a little more active whenever we don't have that intense summer sun. So I'm gonna rip the crankbait around. We're gonna see what happens. I like our color, I like our design. It looks pretty solid in the water. It has a nice little wobble. We're just gonna see if the fish eat it up and hit it more than your average crankbait. I keep hearing this really weird noise when I cast. It's that weight transfer. There's like some kind of little bead in there, so whenever you cast it, like slings it. It's pretty strange, but definitely makes this thing pretty castable. I can say one thing, this is a deep diving crankbait. I didn't think it would dive that deep. It is picking up all kinds of grass out there, but I mean, that's kind of what crankbaits do. I thought it was kind of a smaller crank. I didn't think it was gonna dive as deep as it does. I'm not even real sure how deep it actually dives. I probably should check, but don't matter. Don't matter. There's gonna be a fish somewhere that wants it, especially if it says that it triggers more strikes than bites. Premium shallow crankbait? Dude, this is not a shallow crankbait. It doesn't even say how deep it dives. Dude, I'm picking up grass everywhere and I'm chucking it out in some deep water. I don't know if I would call this a shallow crankbait. That's probably our first marketing mistake, but hey, maybe their definition of shallow and my definition are not the same. You say shallow to me, I'm thinking I could rip it up there by that grass, but I am just picking up all types of stuff and dragging the bottle. I can say for the wild hunting, erratic, crazy, unpredictable crankbait motion, I just don't think it's there. It just looks like a regular crankbait to me, and it's kind of like a heavier crankbait. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it definitely will work. It's definitely going to catch us one if I can get it in the right spot here. It's kind of hard to dial in just how deep this thing actually dives, but there's a fish. There it is. That's a good one too. That's a pretty good one. Hammered the crankbait. Come here, buddy. We are not losing you. The rain is coming and I don't have time to catch fish all day long, sadly. Well, obviously not a giant, but it is our first fish on our first lure, and I see this as a good sign. If you can get a smaller fish to eat a big crankbait, it's got to be doing something right. So although he's not the size we want, we definitely appreciate him and we will take him. Thank you, buddy. So obviously the crankbait, I feel like it lived up to its expectations, but it had a very big game on the package. And obviously a lot of these companies do that because who's gonna sell a crankbait and say that it's not the best crankbait? Because then nobody wants to buy it. Although this one catches fish, I feel like it had, the claims were higher than the performance. So it's a decent crankbait, it's not the bait crankbait. So now it is time for our next lure. So this one I am actually super excited for. We have the Livingston Lures electronic baitfish sound crankbait. It has that EBS electronic technology. It says that it is the fish catching machine. It replicates an actual biological sound made by a baitfish. I had no idea that baitfish made sounds, but apparently they do. It claims that it calls fish from double the distance. The EBS sound is activated with the contact of the water, catches fish that other lures won't. It is scientifically proven to outperform silent and rattle baits. And the EBS technology has over 200 hours of runtime. So here we have it, a nice little, I would call this maybe a bluegill color. And we're really gonna get to put this to the test because the pond is a little bit muddy, not by a lot, but it does have some stain. And this is more of a translucent color. So we're really gonna get to see if that baitfish sound works and draws fish in. I feel like this one also has the ability to have those claims because there's not a lot of lures like it. So if it's one of one and it's one that can do it the best, you know, talk your stuff. We're gonna make a cast with it first so we can get that water moving through this thing or whatever it does to get it rattling or making that sound. And then we're gonna put it to the test and see if it actually works or if it's a scam, because a lot of these electronic lures are just horrible. I'm probably gonna cast it around a few times because I'm sure it's gonna take a bit for it to realize that it's being fished with, and then we'll put it to the test. It says that the bait fish turns off when it exits the water. So I don't know how that works or how they put all this technology in this crankbait. It's pretty impressive, and if it works, it'll even be better. I think last time I fished with one of these things, it took it a little bit to get going, but I do know kind of an idea of what it should sound like. They make a bunch of different ones like jerk baits, crankbaits, swim baits, topwater, I think. I mean, they have this stuff everywhere. I feel like it's gonna be hard for this lure to impress me, especially if I can't hear it, because you just never know if maybe you got like a dud. There's just no way that these battery powered things work 100% of the time. I just don't believe that. You could literally say any bait makes a baitfish noise, because oh my God, that's a tree. Who even researches baitfish to find out that they make noise? That's crazy. I thought I just got absolutely lit up right there. Wow. I thought I was on a monster. I was like, no way, it actually worked. Nope, I am hung up on some sort of massive tree down there. I don't care what anybody says. This thing could literally be like a firework. They work 90% of the time, and then you light one and it's just a dud. So there's a good chance we have a dud right here, but oh my gosh, I think I hear it. It's really, really quiet. It really makes you wonder too, because they put rattles in there. Like, what's the point of the rattles if you have something that makes the noise, unless it's just there to double up on that, or if whenever this thing dies, it still can make some noise. I don't know. I feel like it's a cool idea. I feel like it would be way cooler if I could actually hear this thing. Like, I think I heard it chirp a little bit. It was super quiet. I don't know. I can't hear it, man. Baitfish noise is a scam. Do they even make noise? What do baitfish do besides just like open their mouth and blow bubbles? Like, I don't understand how a baitfish makes noise. Like, what does he do? Like, oh my God, please don't eat me. No. Like, I just feel like they don't make noise. Like, do bass make noise? Like, obviously if they blow up on the surface, maybe, but I don't know. That's a whole world that I am just not real knowledgeable about. But it just sounds like it's made up. I'm still getting nothing, man. I don't even think I'm gonna try and listen for it anymore. We either have a dud or it's actually working and I just can't hear it. Like, that's the only two options. But like I said, at least they put, ooh, I just got smacked. At least they put regular rattles in there in case it doesn't work. At least you can still have some baitfish noise. But you would think that if I can't hear it, how can the fish hear it? Do fish even have ears? Dude, I'm questioning everything right now. Because don't bass use their lateral lines to feel things? So how would they hear things? It's not like they have bunny ears on the top of their head. I'm so confused right now. This has made me question everything I know about fishing. Comment down below, do fish have ears? Am I losing it right now? I think I am. All right, I was saving this for last because it wasn't really a lure. I didn't think it was as cool as the other lures, but it does have a big claim that it has a fast X55 formula, whatever that means. It was developed in a lab. It was proven on the water. It has fast fish activity scent technology, and you basically apply this thing straight to your lure and fuel every bite. But we're just gonna take our stick here and we're gonna rub it on our lipless crankbait. Here goes nothing. Will this help us get that bite we're looking for? Or is it also just gonna be kind of like one of those things where it has a big talk and no results? The ears part is really just throwing me off here. Oh, we're on. Oh my gosh, we are on. That was like he came off, but that was like second or third cast. All of our scent is gone, but it did get a bite. Okay, I feel like this is just not good for staying on your lure, but it could for a few casts. See, that at least makes me feel good about it, you know? Like, we did just get a bite after struggling, but it did come off very quickly. Putting scent on a hard bait has got to be a hard thing to do. Like, this thing is moving constantly. It's not really getting to put off that scent. I mean, you're just burning it back. So it's basically just coming off as you reel it, but you know, whatever they say. Oh, I'm on. I stopped reeling for a second. He hammered it. Stay on, buddy. We need you. We need you bad. We need you bad. Get up here. We did it, baby. The electronic crankbait and the bait fuel stick have hauled us in a fish. We were 0 for 3 there for a while, but we are now 1 for 4. That's what I'm talking about. Thanks, buddy. Well, our lipless crankbait, it could have been a dud. It could actually work. I may not be able to hear it. I don't really know. I feel like, though, with all those crazy claims that it had, we should have been waxing the fish. We only had a few bites, not as many as usual with a regular lipless. It could have been the color. It could have been that it wasn't working. We put the bait fuel stick on there. It worked for a little bit, and then it came off after like 2 casts. So I feel like both of those are kind of just, they dropped on my list. I still like the idea of the Livingston lures because I've used one in the past. So if I didn't know that it actually worked, I would definitely hate on it a little bit, but I have used it before. It does work. It does make a noise. I just don't know if ours wasn't working or if I just could not hear it. But we finally caught one. It's time for our next lure. Now this one is very, very controversial. It claims to be the ultimate hybrid bladed jig. It clicks instead of clacks. It has more flash, more vibration, and contributes to more bites. It runs true, doesn't roll or blow out, and it just has a unique style to it. It's different. It's supposed to do a little bit of everything, and we have a black and blue color today. So we have our clickbait tied up. I've actually used this, and I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly with this lure. It is probably just known for being super inconsistent. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But as you guys can tell, there's just a lot going on up in the front. You have beads, a weird shaped blade, and I mean, on the surface, it doesn't look bad, but sometimes it does have a very interesting way of running. Now, sometimes you'll get one that seems to run like it's supposed to, and then sometimes you'll get one that comes up to the surface and just does not do what it is supposed to do. But I've caught some big fish on this lure. I've also just not really thrown this lure because it's not my favorite, but it looks like with throwing this and it not being on a trailer, it kind of looks like it's running right today. But there's a lot of claims with this lure for it to be super, super good, and I feel like a lot of people hate it. So it is definitely not lived up to the hype, but if you can get one that actually works, it's not terrible. But as you guys can see, it stays too close to the surface for some reason. It wants to come up to the top and be like a topwater lure. It's like a chatterbait in a topwater lure's body. I feel like maybe fishing it without a trailer is kind of helping us keep it where it's supposed to be and how it's supposed to run with that true action. But if you put something on there, it may do something completely different. You just never know with this bait. Come on, do one over there. Who wants a chatterbait? Oh, I'm on. We're hooked up. Oh no, he came off. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's just getting darker and darker. It's gonna start raining soon. I wanna catch some fish before we get dumped on here. Oh man, he kind of lit it up too. Like, there's just too much going on with this thing. It's super loud, super obnoxious. I don't think the fish like that. Especially we're fishing at muddy water. They should be chewing this thing up, but I don't think they're on that moving bite. They have not been real interested. Oh, I caught a tree. Probably the best we're gonna get here. Oh wait, one just ate it, one just ate it, one just ate it. Oh, I sat down to move and he came and crunched it. It like boiled at the surface and he went after it. Dang it. I was not expecting to get bit right there. Come on, baby. We need this. We need this. We need to knock this thing out. We will not have many opportunities. And especially with this rain coming, we still have 2 more baits to fish after this. So we really need a fish. There's one. Got him. That's a decent one. Come here. Come here. That was a super light bite. Wow, we need you to stay on. Quit jumping like that. Quit jumping like that. Get up here. Yes. We're on with the clickbait, baby. It's not a bad fish. Not a bad fish at all. He smacked it. Actually, no, he really didn't. He kind of slurped it. I felt him, and then it felt like another tug, and then that's when I set the hook. But beautiful fish. Got one on the clickbait. Heck yeah. See you, buddy. Thank you. We really appreciate that. They do catch fish. I've caught fish on them. They're not my favorite chatterbait, but if you were looking for a chatterbait and you didn't have one, you could definitely get the job done with it. And that's exactly what we just did. So now it is time for our next bait. So now we have the net bait supercharged with bait fuel, and this is the Hex Rascal. And basically this has that bait fuel like that stick inside, and it's designed to basically take advantage of forward-facing sonar and have that scent cover more surface area. It's a scientific engineered scent. Fish hold on longer. The Hex allows more water movement and vibration. It's deadly on the fall, and it has next level plastic technology. So it really just sounds like a mutant superhero. It has a little bit of everything, and we're gonna see if that's true. So I'm expecting, or at least hoping, that this bait fuel stays in this plastic longer than our stick did on our hard bait. That was probably just a horrible idea, but this has been basically marinating in that bait fuel, so that's always good. I feel like this definitely has a higher chance of working. And there's a lot of claims with this lure, so we better get some bites here. I just heard thunder. We got to get on it here. Oh yeah. It's definitely gotten darker since I've been out here. I hear thunder. We got to get on these fish. But thankfully, I saved the best 2 for last. These are both baits with good scent in them, so they should hypothetically catch us some fish here. I feel like it's going to be hard not to catch a fish on a creature bait and a worm. We're against the clock now, because I have a feeling once it starts raining today, it is not going to stop. It's time to get one. Come on, we need you. How effective is our bait fuel plastic really going to be? We're about to find out. This is probably going to be the area where we get a bite. I don't know why, but if you're saying all these crazy claims, I'm expecting bites like instantly, you know? Like within 5-10 minutes of fishing them, I expect a bite. That may be a crazy thing to say, but when you hype it up like you can catch 55% more fish, I want to catch 55% more fish, you know? I'm at least expecting more bites or something. Catches 55% more trees. Holy crap, why am I getting stuck on everything? Is that a fish? That is a fish. I got one. We're on with the hex bug, whatever this thing's called, the rascal. Oh my gosh, get up here. Yes, get up here. Let's go, baby. Goodness. Well, look how he ate that thing. I would probably call that a success. He tried to engulf it. There we go. He was smelling that bait fuel and he was like, I have to eat it. And he did. He smoked it. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. He was in some kind of brush down there. I don't really know. Well, that's another lure off the board. I definitely feel like this is a pretty solid soft plastic. I mean, you put bait fuel, it's already infused. The bait fuel claims to have fast 55X formula, whatever that means. But it is nice to have a scent in your lure. So I definitely like these. I definitely feel like the claims are pretty strong, but with the right performance, you definitely could get those results. And I really like the design of these. That hex design is super, super cool, and it catches fish. So now we are down to our last lure. So right here we have the Berkeley Power Bait Max scent, which claims to catch 45% more fish and fish bite and won't let go. So this is just a really, really good lure infused with scent. You can literally see it in the packaging. It's all juicy and stuff down there. And I can tell you guys from experience, I've used these and they work extremely well, and they are just super, super effective. The scent isn't just coated, it's infused, and it allows it to leak out slowly. It's won major tournaments, it's ultra soft, it has a more natural movement, and it outperforms other baits in tough conditions. And like I said, I've been using these and they are super effective. They're kind of my go-to worm at the moment. I just love having that extra scent. It really makes me feel like I'm at least getting more action with this thing. And I've got to test these things out, and I have just waxed to fish on them. They get so many bites. First cast with the Max scent, baby. That's how good they are. That's how good they are. Goodness, get up here. And I can tell you guys from experience, these actually do smell. They have a smell to them, and I wouldn't say it's a great smell for us, but the fish love this. I actually got to go and talk to a few of the people at Berkeley, and they were basically saying that these things are like super scientifically proven, and they put in a lot of tests to make these lures as good as they are. So obviously they work extremely well and you can catch more fish. That is a claim that I love. First cast with this thing, we smoked one. See you, buddy. Well, when in doubt, if you're struggling for bites, you buy yourself the Berkeley Max scent line, because this stuff is just, gosh, man, it is just money. It is so effective, and the fish chew this stuff up. You know, I've said it all day. If it's gonna have a crazy claim, it better be able to back it up. And as you guys can tell, the Berkeley worm caught us one first cast. Absolutely wild. You just gotta love it. There's something about a Senko too that just really gets the job done. That's another one back to back. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Oh, he came off. It still was back to back bites. Maybe the percentage is true. It really might be. This is insane. Insanity. Insanity. I think we found a winner. Another one. 3 bites in a row. Oh my gosh, that feels like a good one too. Oh my gosh. The Max scent is on top. Oh my gosh, it is crushing them. That is crazy. I cannot believe it. This is my most confident lure. I feel like if I was struggling for a bite, this is what I'm throwing every time. Every time. Come here, buddy. Look at how he ate that thing. Absolutely engulfed it. That right there is a cheat code. You have the general and the baby bass color. It's always been one of my favorite colors. It's natural. It's not too natural. It stands out really good, and the fish have just something about this color that they love and they have to eat. That is 3 fish, 3 bites. Let me say 3 bites because I lost that one. 3 bites back to back to back. Thank you, buddy. See ya. Now that one right there, I could believe. 45% more fish, and we just had back to back to back bites on this thing. You just gotta love it, man. That is a legit lure right there. I think if we were gonna crown a champion, this one's at the top of the pedestal. That was sick. And the craziest thing about today is we actually beat the rain. I'm actually so surprised by that. I definitely can tell it's coming though, because it is getting darker. So I'm gonna fish the worm back to the truck here. We're gonna load up the yak, and we're gonna judge these lures kind of hard. I'm gonna put together a little list of which ones I think are the most effective and the ones that most live up to their marketing and their hype and their ridiculous claims, like catch more fish. It sounds ridiculous. Can a lure really catch you more fish? Can it catch you 45% more fish? That is a lot of fish. And it seemed to be very, very true for this product right here. That's another one. That is another one. Oh, I missed him. I'm getting bite after bite with this worm. Well, I've made it back we caught fish on all of our products, and I have laid out my list. First up, we have the Berkeley Powerbait Max scent. Obviously, it's the top of the class. Caught the most fish, had the most action. Then we're moving to the Net Bait Bait Fuel, then the Bass Mafia Crankbait, then the Livingston Lure, the Clickbait, and of course the Bait Fuel Stick. I think that's the perfect order for our fishing lures and products today that claim to do better and more and catch more fish than other lures on the market. So it was a great day. I'm surprised we did not get rained on, but thankfully we got it done. We caught fish, we had a lot of action, and we got to put some lures to the test. But I want you guys to drop a comment down below. What do you think is the most ridiculous fishing claim out there? And don't even get me started on the As Seen on TV products. They have some of the wildest fishing claims ever. And if you guys want to see that, make sure to let me know, because I did this because these are lures you'd walk in the store and could buy that are actually meant to catch fish, not rip you off. So if you guys want to see me do it with some crazy claims and try again, let me know. But it was a fun time out here, caught some fish, test some lures, and it was a nice day. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to like and a comment. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.